Dear students, this game will be a little interesting and important, not only to pathology but to microbiology as well. The hydatid cyst. The importance is given in the enclosure, and this is the life cycle. Your microbiology will be a better source of information. Anyway, there is a definite host and an intermediate host. In this intermediate host, you find that the cycle is getting continued, whereas in man, it becomes a dead end. The difference between a ova and a cyst is a cyst develops in very uncertain circumstances and prevails until there is a certain progress in its cycle. Humans are the dead end of the cycle. I would like you people to please understand the cycle before I go any further. This is important for me. So this is the structure of the cyst in which there is a fibrous capsule which we used to call as a pseudocyst or a host part of the wall. And then there is a fibrous capsule of parasitic origin. This in turn will be having a germinal layer. Are you able to see multiple epithelial cells over here? This is the germinal layer from which you find that there can be daughter cysts which are formed. And these will be having small capsules within which are called the brood capsules. So there is a pericyst and the layers of the cyst will be, there can be an external layer, internal germinal layer, and there can be the daughter cyst with the brood capsules. There can be some scoliosis. Sometimes it is seen in pathology as well. And the entire material in which the cyst is called the hydatid sand. Again, an enclosure showing the diagrammatic picture of the same which you people can draw. The ectocyst, the pericyst, and the endocyst. So this is the structure of the parasite. I will not be going too much into the detail. You have got the head and the neck, and then you have got an immature, mature, and a gravid proglottid. Hardly about a few centimeters in length. And these are the hooklets or the rostals which can be seen as refractile bodies in the histopathology slides. This is a specimen that has been removed from a patient and it shows a tender coconut-like appearance. It has collapsed because all the material has come out, and this again shows multiple cysts which have been removed from the patient. They are translucent in appearance, thin-walled, and we used to call it as tender coconut-like appearance. This is the exam slide for you people, and this is the hydatid cyst. The classical thing, it is collapsed and it is undulating. Undulating means it has got many wave-like folds. So it is called undulating. It has got a laminated appearance. Look at this one. There are multiple parallel walls which are seen. So this is the laminated wall. And as I told you earlier, this will be the layer that has got the germinal epithelium. And PC is the pericyst. Pericyst. And this is the cyst cavity within. Germinal epithelium we can see, pericyst, laminated appearance, and collapsed and undulating wall of the cyst. Again, a picture from the Journal of Hepatology, multiple cysts of varying sizes, and in this one, I would like you to appreciate. Probably this will be the only thing that will be striking us. I am getting a laminated appearance and then a germinal layer. Without this, I will not be able to see anything else. And this is a laminated wood. I would like you people to kindly compare these lines with these lines. So this is a classical appearance, as I mentioned earlier, the pericyst, laminated wall, and inner germinal epithelium. See you in game 36.